In the beginning, I adored the silence. It felt like peace, soft, unbothered, mine. But over time, that silence began to echo. And in that echo, I heard something I hadn't expected, my own longing. Hi there. Welcome to Mindwave Podcast, a quiet space for the questions we carry, the truths we hide, and the stories we only dare to tell in the dark. And tonight, I want to sit with you inside one of those quiet questions. What does it really mean to live alone? Is it a kind of wild, beautiful freedom? Or a hidden kind of emptiness we learn to dress up? Maybe it's both. Maybe tonight, we can unravel it slowly, softly, together. Take a breath. Let's begin. There's a quiet kind of poetry to living alone. You wake to the hush of your own breath, soft and steady, like the world is holding its breath with you. The coffee is yours and yours alone, strong and unapologetic, or sweet like a small act of kindness you give yourself. There are no footsteps rushing past, no voices cutting into your thoughts, just you and the stillness, thick, golden, slow. Time softens. Mornings become rituals. The window becomes your companion. And for once, the world outside doesn't demand anything from you. This freedom, it's not loud. It's intoxicating in the quietest way. You dance barefoot across cold tiles, whisper songs to yourself in the kitchen, cry without the fear of being seen, and laugh, wild and loud, at the punchlines only you find funny. Slowly, your home becomes more than a shelter. It becomes a mirror, a cocoon, a sacred space where you don't need to perform. And there in the hush, you begin to meet yourself again. Not the busy version, not the edited one, but the you that's been waiting to breathe. And for a while, it doesn't feel lonely. It feels like peace. But then something shifts. The silence, once soothing like a warm bath, begins to feel colder. One evening, you turn the key in the lock, and the sound feels louder than it should. You step into the quiet, and it doesn't welcome you. It waits, indifferent. Your bag hits the floor. No footsteps rush toward you. No voice greets you with warmth. Just a stillness that settles heavy in your chest. You make dinner. One plate, one fork, one chair. You sit across from no one. The second seat stares back at you, politely empty. You scroll your phone, not because you're curious, but because it's easier than facing the weight of your own breath. There's no tension, no chaos, no slammed doors or angry words. And somehow, that hurts more. You realize there's no one to share the small victories with. No arms waiting at the end of a long, hard day. No sleepy good night murmured into the dark. The silence, once a comfort, now has edges. It doesn't cradle you anymore. It cuts. And so, we begin to wonder, is this what freedom really feels like? Or have we quietly made a deal with loneliness, wrapped it in soft lighting, called it space, and convinced ourselves this is what strength looks like? Is living alone an act of courage, a bold, defiant claim of self-worth? Or is it sometimes a quiet surrender? The kind no one sees, not even you, until the silence starts asking questions you don't know how to answer. And here's the truth we rarely say out loud. It's okay not to know. It's okay to wake up feeling proud of your independence and fall asleep aching for someone to hold. It's okay to love the peace and still crave the chaos of connection. You can be both, strong and longing, healed and still healing, because solitude is not a single story. It shifts like seasons, like weather, like your heartbeat when no one is watching. Sometimes it nourishes, sometimes it stings, but always, always it teaches you something about who you are when the world goes quiet. Loneliness doesn't always knock loudly. Sometimes it just sits beside you quietly while you're brushing your teeth in front of the mirror, staring at your own reflection like it's someone you used to know. It slips under your blanket at night, curling beside your thoughts, and softly whispers a question you pretend not to hear. Will anyone ever truly see all of me and stay? Some days go by without your voice touching air. You startle at the sound of yourself laughing, not because it's loud, but because it's been too long. And when you finally see people, you smile, warm, practiced. You talk. You joke. You say, "I'm fine," so smoothly, it almost feels true. But deep inside, something quiet is tugging at your sleeve, whispering,
"Please ask again.
Stay longer. Listen closer. I'm still in here." And yet you keep going. You show up. You fold the laundry. You water your plants, even when you forget to water yourself. You write your name alone on leases, forms, receipts, and somehow, you still rise with the morning. That's not weakness. That's not giving up. That is quiet, daily, invisible courage. And you are braver than you know. Let me remind you of something, gently, like a hand on your shoulder. You are not behind. You are not strange. And you are certainly not broken. Living alone doesn't mean you've failed at love. Sometimes it means you've made the brave decision to love yourself enough to wait,
To heal. To grow.
to become someone who doesn't rush into arms just to escape their own silence. And that's not small. That's sacred. Connection will come. Maybe not in the way you imagined. Not always with fireworks or fanfare, but in quieter forms. In a friend who texts just to ask how you slept. In a stranger who sees you, really sees you, and offers a smile that doesn't ask for anything in return. In the softness of a pet curling up next to you, or in the peace of your own voice saying, "I'm okay today." Even here, in my voice right now, I hope you feel it. You are not alone in your aloneness.
Somewhere out there, someone understands.
Maybe that someone is me, and maybe tonight that's enough. Tonight, light a candle. Wrap yourself in something soft. Let the world slow down just for a while. And remember this. You are allowed to love the stillness of your solitude and still yearn for someone to share the silence with. You are allowed to revel in your independence and still ache for a voice beside you at midnight. This doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. You are not falling behind. You are unfolding. This silence that surrounds you tonight, it is not empty. It holds your becoming, your healing, your quiet, unseen bravery. So wherever you are right now, whoever you are, if you're listening alone, I want you to know, I see you. I see the strength it takes to sit with yourself. I see the softness you still choose, even when the world feels cold. I'm proud of you. And you, my friend, are never truly alone. Thank you for letting me sit with you tonight. This has been Evening Whispers. Until next time, stay soft, stay open, and trust the quiet. It knows the way.